Skoda Superb can these days be had with a plug-in petrol-electric drivetrain. That's the engineering formula delivered by the variant we look at here, the Superb IV. This derivative claims to be able to provide up to 35 miles of all-electric WLTP-rated driving range, plus a WLTP combined cycle fuel figure of over 200 miles per gallon. Interested yet?
The Superb IV shares its drivetrain with Volkswagen's Passat GTE, which means it features a 1.4 litre TSI petrol unit mated to a 6-speed DSG gearbox and wedded to a very modern slice of electrification, namely an 85 kilowatt electric motor which boosts total system output to 218 PS, and a 13 kilowatt hour battery which, when it's fully charged, can provide up to 35 miles of all-electric WLTP rated driving range. As a result, it's quite likely that with a typical commute, a Superb IV owner would only actually need to visit a fuel station every month or two. Assuming you install the 3.6 kilowatt wall box charger in your garage, the battery can be replenished from empty in 3.5 hours. From an ordinary household plug, the charging time figure rises to around 5 hours. The result of all this technology is a WLTP combined cycle fuel economy figure that's rated at between 148.7 and 217.3 mpg, and a super clean WLTP rated CO2 output of between 30 to 42 grams per kilometre. This means super low Band B benefit-in-kind tax liability. On the move, according to circumstance, the PHEV drivetrain swaps seamlessly between electric and petrol propulsion if you keep the car in its default hybrid drive setting. There is also an E-mode option, which is accessed either via a dedicated button near the gear stick or by a centre screen option, which for town use can keep the car in full battery motion if there's enough charge to do that. Handling is surprisingly assured for such a big car, and it's aided by standard DCC, dynamic chassis control, adaptive damping. There are no significant visual changes to differentiate this plug-in Superb from more conventional models. As with any ordinary Superb, the IV plug-in variant offers a body style choice between this hatch and the alternative estate. Both models feature this elegant silhouette. And inside, well, again, initially there's nothing much to set this IV plug-in model apart from any conventional Superb until you check out the extra E-mode button by the gear stick here, or look a little closer at the dash displays. The centre dash screen, which will usually be 8 inches in size, as here, gains various e-displays, including an electric range monitor, an energy flow graphic, and a zero-emission data readout. The instrument binnacle, which in this case features a 10.25-inch virtual cockpit digital screen, which is optional on lesser variants, is also a bit different, with a battery charge readout on the far left and a left-hand gauge that has charge, power and boost sections which help you to drive more economically. Otherwise, things are as they would be in any other Superb. This revised model's cabin is distinguished by extra chrome highlighting, smarter upholstery and extra decorative trims for the centre console and the dashboard. As ever with the Superb, space for rear seat passengers is class leading thanks to this Mark III model's lengthy 2,841mm wheelbase. There really is a limousine-like feel to the way that you can stretch out back here. The boot capacity of this plug-in model falls quite a lot, 140 litres over what you get in a conventional Superb model, but it's still pretty decent. For the hatch IV variant, it's 485 litres or 510 for the estate version. Obviously, though, if you fold the rear bench, you can improve those figures substantially. To justify its continued existence in the Skoda lineup, the Superb is a model line that needs to diversify a little, and this IV plug-in variant represents a good start in that direction. We're a little disappointed that prices are a bit on the high side. Yes, technology like this costs, but if the brand had offered the IV drivetrain with lower order specs, then this plug-in model could have been offered much closer to the £30,000 price point, and that would have usefully widened its appeal. Still, if that's not an issue, then you'll find plenty to like here.